Los Angeles area real estate broker Armen Mardirousi here, bringing you my new series, Home Buying 101, Episode 1. I'm a real estate broker. Proudly so. Nice to meet you. I'm not trying to sell you anything, but I'm pleased to be of service. In fact, generally, real estate agents for buyers are paid for out of the listing agent's commission. So I'm not looking to part you from your money. I'm simply giving you the benefit of experience and advice I have picked up in my career and being in real estate transactions for both sellers and buyers. Then, if you want me to help you find a new home, we can talk. Call me if you need me.
The Real Estate Yogi.
Technology has changed the way homes are sought and bought. In this information era, most buyers are first introduced to the home they eventually purchase via the internet. So that means there's no need for a buyer's real estate agent, right? If a buyer can find and visit a home on the web all on their own, why involve another party? The reason to use a real estate agent is to find a home and show homes available for sale, right? Ah, not so fast, friend. The reasons to use a real estate agent today are as valid as ever before, if not more so. The ease of online transactions and proliferation of services to assist buyers in handling their own real estate transactions came recently, arising throughout the last decade or so. This has caused buyers to wonder if using a real estate agent is no longer necessary or an expense that can be avoided. While doing the work yourself can theoretically save you some money, for many, a do it yourself home purchase might be pricier than a real estate agent's commission in the long run. A real estate agent will have better access to the market and a special knowledge of local conditions. The agent is a full time liaison between sellers and buyers. An agent will have ready access to other properties listed by other agents. Buyers and sellers agents know how to put a real estate deal together. A real estate agent will track down homes that meet your criteria, contact sellers agents, and secure appointments for viewing the homes. On their own, buyers have more difficult time with these things. This is even more so the case when a buyer is moving due to relocation or employment opportunity. A real estate agent will keep the transaction at arm's length, such that personalities and emotions do not become involved. Price negotiations take a special skill and understanding of the psychology of offering and counteroffering. Agents keep the transaction dispassionate and rational. For example, a buyer, you, might like a home but despise its wood paneled walls, shag carpet, pink bathrooms, and orange kitchen. When you work with an agent, you can express your opinions on the current owner's decorating skills and complain about how much it will cost to upgrade the home without insulting the owner. Your agent will translate that to the seller as you very much liking the property but can see having to spend money in redecorating costs and thus adjusting the offer accordingly, saving you money. There are many contracts and documents involved in purchasing a house. When printed, the stack is more than an inch thick. Unless you're a real estate lawyer or title agent, these documents will be foreign to you. Yet, they require detailed and accurate completion. Buying a property is not necessarily a fill in the blanks transaction, and the mistake, let's say in title work, could haunt the buyer well down the line after the purchase. This very situation happened. A property that sat on a double lot was put on the market. The neighbor bought it to carve off a bit of the second lot to expand his own yard. The seller then put the home back on the market and it sold. Months later, through a property tax notification, it came out that in preparing the new deeds for the properties, the expanded yard area was correctly in the name of the neighbor. However, the house had been transferred to the home buyer. The new homeowner now owned both houses, and the neighbor owned his expanded driveway and yard. Fortunately, there were good neighbors and settled the matter with a few signatures. A real estate agent deals regularly with these contracts, conditions, and unexpected situations, and is familiar with which conditions should be used, when they can safely be removed, and how to use the contract to protect you, the client. The point of using a real estate agent would be to save money, right? Otherwise, why turn down professional assistance in finding a home to the buyer's liking without their own effort and dealing with negotiations and the many home selling duties? However, it's unlikely that both the buyer and the seller will reap the benefits of not paying real estate agent commissions. It works like this: an owner selling on his own will price the house based on the sales price of other comparable properties in the area. Many of these properties will be sold with the help of an agent. Therefore, the seller profits in getting to keep the percentage of the home's sale price that might otherwise be paid to the real estate agent, usually about 6%. Buyers looking to purchase a home sold by owners without an agent may believe they can save money on the home by not having an agent involved, and so look solely at FISBO or for sale by owner houses. They might find one and make an offer accordingly. Unless the buyer and seller agree to split the savings, they can't both save the commission. And that's if the listing price was not already lowered by near the commission amount to make it more market attractive. Here's a short list of the advantages that using a real estate agent can bring to your transaction: education and experience. Agents are buffers. They have neighborhood knowledge. They can give you price guidance, provide market conditions information. They have connections through professional networking, negotiation skills and confidentiality, handling the paperwork. They can answer questions even after closing. And you should develop a relationship for future business. It's extremely important to know the ins and outs of real estate agents before you bring one along with you to help in the search for a home. You need to know what to expect and what will be expected of you. In short, a real estate agent is someone licensed to list and sell real estate, including homes, multifamily properties, commercial and industrial buildings. A realtor, however, is somewhat different. A realtor is a member of the National Association of Realtors. While an agent is always a real estate agent isn't always a realtor. Real estate agents who work on behalf and in the best interest of the buyer are commonly called buyer's agent. The seller's agent is known as the listing agent. All listing agents represent the seller, but other agents who don't have a buyer agency agreement with prospective buyers, even though they may show homes to those buyers, are working on behalf of the seller and must obtain the best price they can for the seller. In contrast, buyer's agents work on commission, which is contracted in the listing agreement. When a buyer's agent brings the buyer, the listing agent must split the contracted commission with the buyer's agent. Again, you as the buyer do not pay commission. You might feel the urge to pick the first real estate agent who appeals to you or approaches you, but that's something to avoid. Like with any professional, there are degrees of professionalism, dedication, and experience. The wow factor will simply wear off. Meet with prospective buyer agents in their offices. A good buyer's agent will want to know whether your loan approved by a financier, the kind and terms of the loan you're getting, or help you get a pre approval if you already don't have one. They should spend adequate time to discover what you're looking for in a house. They should listen as much as talk and ask questions. Watch to see if the agent makes notes. If the agent doesn't broach the topic, ask for an explanation of his understanding of agency relationships and obligations to you. The law requires agents to explain whether they'll be working for the buyer or the seller whenever they have substantive contact with the customer or prospective client. If the agent doesn't offer you a buyer's agency agreement, that agent is representing the seller, not you, the buyer. If the agent can't explain agency concepts to you, then move on to the next agent. Be sure that the agent will be showing you all listings or properties on the market that meet your requirements, not only listings that are handled in house. Buyer's agents have the legal duty to put the buyer's needs ahead of their own. Even when an agent will be paid more for selling an in house listing, they must inform you about other available suitable listings and take you to see those you believe are homes you might be interested in. A good buyer's agent will provide a home buying education similar to what you're watching now. The listing agent will point out the features of the home. A good buyer's agent will point out the faults or advise when they can be overlooked. Competent buyers agents help their buyers to think clearly as the home buying process unfolds. For example, if a house is a good buy, a buyer's agent might suggest looking past the dated bathroom and kitchen and look at the space above the garage that will make the perfect studio you desire. Likewise, a cute house with all the amenities but with outdated wiring or a 40-year-old roof might not be worth the asking price. Furthermore, if you decide to buy with the intention of building an addition, the agent should advise you to check the zoning laws before making an offer. Do agree to sign a buyer's agency agreement after you have met with an agent. Some people sign an agency agreement after attending a showing given by the agent. As a buyer, working with the seller's agent could be a mistake. Any information you reveal could become leverage that the seller can use in a purchase negotiation. A buyer's agent is legally required to maintain your confidentiality, disclose material facts to you, and maintain loyalty to you. These are fiduciary duties. So, you're ready to take the plunge and look for a place to call home. To get the most out of it, use a buyer's agent to avoid a flurry of paperwork, stampedes of buyers competing for the same property, and other challenges. Home buying can be exciting and exhilarating, but it can also be complex and stressful, which is why having a professional by your side can make an enormous difference. As discussed, you've probably heard of buyer's agents, seller's agents, listing agents, and so on. You're a buyer. So, what's a buyer's agent? True to the name, buyer's agents assist home buyers every step of the way. They can also save you both time and money on the road to home ownership. Your buyer's agent will have a vast knowledge of the current real estate market for the area, which will include neighborhood amenities and conditions, the law, zoning issues, price trends, negotiations, taxes, financing, and insurance. Once you meet with the buyer's agent, they'll generally help you determine your needs and wants when it comes to finding a home and a neighborhood. The agent will aid you in learning about what you can afford, help you in setting a budget, provide some insight on the current conditions of the market, and explain what you should expect while shopping for a home. In addition, they will help you find a suitable level of financing. During the shopping for a home period, you'll probably meet with your agent for tours of homes in which you might be interested. They will give you insights into the floor plans, the home's pertinent selling points, and general information about that particular neighborhood. They will also give you the rundown for cultural activities, work centers, shopping centers, and schools nearby. Your agent is responsible for ensuring inspections of the home are complete and as well as the disclosures therein. They're also in charge of ensuring coordination with the roof inspector, any attorneys, lenders, and all the other professionals involved with the purchase of the home. If bargains need to be made over the price, you won't have to negotiate yourself. Your buyer's agent will do that for you, along with signing the final closing documents. They will be present whenever you need to go through and sign any documents. A dual agency relationship occurs when a buyer is being represented by a brokerage firm that controls the listing. Once an agent represents both the seller and the buyer within the same transaction, that situation is known as dual agency. In multiple states, this is illegal because of the conflict of interest that can arise regarding the broker. Dual agency is not illegal in California, but it is a heavily litigated area of real estate law and requires full disclosure. All agents hold the same responsibility, which is to inform their clients of all potential risks that could arise due to conflicts of interest. Legally, agents are not allowed to work on both sides of any transaction without consent from the clients. The National Association of Realtors 2017 profile of home buyers and sellers states approximately 8% of homeowners opted to put their home up for sale during 2017 without using a real estate agent or realtor. A handful of for sale by owner or FISBO transactions dealt with sellers and buyers who previously knew each other or were directly related. 87% of buyers chose to work with an real estate agent or realtor on the buyer's side. Real estate agents and realtors, unlike professionals in different categories who bill by hourly rates or at the end of the project, get paid through a transaction commission at the end of each sale. For example, if an agent has worked with a seller or a buyer for months, they don't get paid for the time they spent if there is no successful transaction during this period. Agents receive a commission once the transaction closes, and that commission is based on the selling price of the home. At that point, the commission is then earned. The commission itself is negotiated. in most cases between the client and the agent. Typically, an agent will earn a commission of 6% from the sale price, but some brokerages have commission discounts for the sellers with whom they work. Essentially, the listing agent and the buyer's agent will split the commission. Even though some agents are associate brokers or brokers in general, from positions requiring licensing and extra training, all commission payments are instructed to go through the broker who's managing the brokerage where the agent is working. From there, the commission is then split to the agent and the broker according to the agreement that's been made between them. The overall commission is paid by the seller during the closing of the transaction. The fee is taken from the proceeds of the sale of the home or the property. From there, commission is then divided during the settlement process between the buyer's agent brokerage and the listing agent's brokerage. Afterward, agents who made their real estate sale are paid by their brokers respectively. If you know all the basics and the technicalities regarding real estate, you'll have no trouble making the best decision on which real estate professional to hire. You'll know what to expect, and you'll know how to go about transactions and deals, ensuring a smooth sale. This is the first video in a series entitled Home Buying 101. It is my goal to educate you and bring clarity in real estate. Help me spread knowledge by smashing that like button and sharing this video. Drop me a few lines in the comments below and let me know what you think about this video in general or the content specifically. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Oh, and enable notifications by clicking on that bell to ensure you get notified of all future videos. Again, my name is Armen Mardirousi with Ravens Rock Real Estate Services here in Glendale. I've included links to some useful resources in the description of this video. Be sure to check them out. Hope you have a wonderful day.
818-355-2850. My goodness, what are you waiting for? Pick up the phone. Give me a call.